Boom! Happy Thursday, guys. What is going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, we got a special guest here, TJ. Man, TJ, people were asking about you, by the way. How are you doing, man?
Everybody all around the world keep asking about me. I'm just making bigger circles. That's all.
I guess so, man. It's funny because seriously, people are like, "Where's that other guy that's really, really nice and he's really funny?" And I said, uh which one? And they're like, the guy wears a hat and stuff like that. I think his name is TJ or something. I'm like, yeah, TJ. I was like, man, I said he's been traveling a lot, so that's where he's been. But no, man, finally I was glad to grab you and get you on board, man, and try to pull you into the channel for a little bit. We always have a good time when we get you on here and we hang out and we start chopping it up.
Always. And look, for the next 3 months, so you got me June, July, and August. Not only am I going to be at the field, I'm going to be in here every Thursday night. I'm going to be here.
Nice, man. See, I look. I talked to RC pilot Will. He said the same thing. He's like, man, I sure wish TJ would be out here, man. He's like, it's so much fun when all the guys are out here. I said, I know, man. So good to have you in here. What you been up to? Like, what have you been doing?
I caught a new addiction and I'm putting it down, man. So I was
a new addiction.
Of course, traveling a lot, but I had got heavy into pickleball. I was trying to probably do something I had no business doing. And as of recently, I just put it down. So I said, it's time for me to get back to flying.
Hey, I'm glad you did because I was wondering what happened to you, man. And I knew that pickleball had a hold on you, but sometimes you just got to let people just ride it out,
Yeah,
it had always
on me, man. I didn't know what else to do, except I was playing pickleball 3 times a day. I was trying to be a pro. I said, I can do
it. Exactly. Yep. I'm telling you, man. And it was, hey, we missed you. So I'm glad you're here. Glad you come back to your senses. And I was hoping that I figured your ankles would start giving out on you and you'd be back pretty good.
My ankles held up. My big toes, man, that's my two big toes. I'm starting to get sharp tingling sensations in both eyes. What's going on? He's good.
That's what I want to hear. That way we can keep you out at the airfield and we can keep you back out there. So
I'm coming to fly. Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of people in the room and they're filing in here. We've got Wiggle Fingers. What's going on? Iron Mover. How are you doing, sir? We've got Mountain RC. Stolt Productions in the house. Good to have you in here. And Johnny Stancil. What is going on? RC Pilot Will. He's in the house. Good to have you in here. Mountain RC. Let's see here. Just rolling down. Victor RC Jets. What's going on? How are you doing? Let's see. Zero Box 65. Got him in house. RC Flying Veteran. Winston Brown. Hey. A little Foul Albert action going on. Most people don't even know who that is anymore. Let's see. P51D fan. Golly, man. And the list keeps going on. Lionel Randall. How are you doing? Welcome back, guys. Turn one. He says, I'm here. I was expecting you to be here. I was expecting you to say we were late. So, But congratulations, guys. You made it to another Thursday. I like doing the Thursday show, TJ. You know why, man?
Why is that?
Because it's a good segue into Friday. And on Friday, man, that equals flying time if the weather's good. So I just like doing this on Thursdays. And man, it's so much fun. Like I really enjoy it. So I'm trying to turn my light down. There we go.
I think Thursday is the perfect night to do it, man. It's not too early in the week, and it gives guys something to look forward to talk about before they get out to the field and enjoy what we love.
Yeah, and also it lets their special loved ones, their partners, whatever, they get a chance to watch TV, watch what they want to watch, while we go over here and tuck away and we do this men's work over here.
Yeah. So look, we tell all our wives we got a business call.
That's it. Hey, we got a business call, and we're gonna be here. So, but that's definitely it, man. So let's see here. But guys, a lot to talk about. But first off, TJ,
what's up?
I finally got hold of some pretty cool footage of our favorite airplane.
Wait a minute.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but But when we're out there at the field, guys, this is one I just dropped it too. But it's one of our favorites. It's my favorite, your favorite, Jeff's favorite. The only person that doesn't have one is RC Pilot Will.
He don't have the bay.
He don't have the Bay Hawk.
He don't have the bay. You don't even have to say what plane. I already know what you're talking about.
That Bay Hawk is something special, guys.
It is.
It's that FMS Bay Hawk is something like special.
Yeah.
It just flies good. And I try to tell people it's like one of those airplanes that you can go to.
Yeah.
Like you can, it's good all the way around. I flew that thing in like 18-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that plane is good for your confidence. It's like if you just crash something, or if you're having a rough day flying, you pull out the bay, it's gonna go exactly where it's supposed to go. It's user friendly, man, and it's fast.
It really is.
Yeah,
it really is fast. It's a very fast airplane, and so if you guys have thought about a really good flying airplane, all around flyer, good EDF, easy on the lipo, that Bay Hawk is it, man. It really is. And there's no other way to say it.
It's a beast.
It really is. And so not only did I go out there and fly it one afternoon, I've been going out there on the afternoons and just flying because like it's nice out there, man. There's nobody out there to bother you.
Yep.
The winds calm down. It's just very, very nice. And man, I went out there. Will was out there, and we finally got a chance to speed trial that airplane. And we finally got hold of it, dude. And it's a monster.
You got a chance to speed trial the bay.
We speed trial the bay.
And it's the new bay.
This is the most newest with the 2000 kV in it.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you a quick video of this thing, guys. And you get to see exactly what that thing is doing.
I'm trying my best to ignore turn one because he over here with the comments talking about not only did Jeff turn a different color, his voice changed.
Oh yeah, turn one's just doing what turn one does. So let's see here. So we're gonna let's go over here. We're gonna go to share the screen, and we're gonna go over here. And guys, I'm gonna show you this. Here we go. So check this out. I mean, it came out really nice, dude, and it was such a nice day. Let's see here.
All right, what's up, guys?
So we jumped in there. We're talking about. We're going to jump into the specs.
Okay, you ready?
And look, there's a coupon. If you put in RC Plane Reviewer,
here we go.
You get 10% off.
It's not like it's time for me to buy another one.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
I love this airplane.
It's my go-to.
Out of all the EDF jets that I have, this is the best one.
And look, I like the Avanti. I think
guys, I'm
even better than the Avanti.
Oh, you know what? Here we go.
Oh yeah.
But just watch how the thing launches off.
Tons of power.
You know this.
Look how easy it
is. Didn't even make it halfway down the field.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll just check this.
Check this out. Man. That 80 they put in there, they tuned it just right. And it moves.
You're up now.
It does. Check this out.
Whew.
Oh, I think he did the speech. Here we go.
At 100% throttle, flat and level XT.
And so you guys get to see this. Kind of cool.
First go.
Check this. I did a little different this time. I'll put the speed up there so you could kind of say, okay. That's 114.
Wow. I show it on the camera. What you get?
Yeah, I'm gonna see this.
That was
114.
Flat
114, flat and level.
Full throttle.
All right.
Yeah.
Man. All right.
So we bump it down next. We got 122 out of it.
Slight dive. Full throttle.
Slight dive. You can see it's moving even faster, right?
I got 122.
122.
So we take it up, and I do a steep dive. 140 miles an hour.
Yep.
Holy cow.
What'd you get?
140.
How nuts is that?
140 miles an hour. That's on a radar gun.
And TJ, just to verify that what I was seeing was right, I take it up there to do it again.
Holy
just
cow.
to verify.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Here we go.
This is the fourth full throttle pass.
Yeah, that pack's being worked.
Yep.
Coming in hot.
Being worked.
And still got 138.
Whew.
138.
138.
It's
That's
just
man.
awesome fire, dude.
All right.
And so
The alarm is going off.
We landed it.
Go
Got
bring
it
it in.
down.
So you got,
it's a Bayhawk. It lands good.
41.
there it is.
And then a little hot.
Look at that, dude.
40.
40, yeah. So that's
UPSC
it's
138.
Still, guys.
It's tracking. So guys,
So
138 mile an hour airplane.
that
all
is
stock.
a really nice airplane. And then I took it back
This
up
is nice.
at night.
Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We got
It
a
was dark.
full
that
scale
day.
airplane passing over us.
I take it up
All right, here we go.
and
Pump it away.
just kind of cruise around with it.
Into the juice, full throttle.
That thing rotates in like 80 feet.
Oh yeah.
That's
And I like
smooth,
the
man.
lights on it. That's one you can fly at dusk, man. You can see
You're
it.
absolutely right,
Oh.
man. And check it. It's just cruising around, just carving the sky.
How this thing cruises. Look at
Look
that.
at those lights.
For whatever
gear
reason,
doors
the gear
hanging down.
doors, I need to bend those springs a little bit.
But dude, that's it in a nutshell, man. That airplane is just nice. There's no other way around it.
Hell yeah.
So there you have it. There you have it, guys. So hey, what's going on, Bill? How are you doing? He says, hey guys, I made it. Awesome.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the comments here. Mountain RC says the only acceptable answer for we ain't worried about that. Let's see here. We ain't listening to that. Let's see here. Stolt Production says, I wanted to say thanks to everybody for the pre-orders of the 105 F-22. We have already sold 3/4 of the first production run.
Wow.
We're going to talk about that one too, because we're going to get in depth about that airplane because I've been paying attention to the forums, and you hear some people saying good things, you hear some people saying it's overpriced, and it is what it is. So we're going to talk about that because I asked the hard questions, and I asked him, I said, I asked Jeremy, I said, man, why is it priced like that? And then if you think about it logically, you get to it. So
Yeah.
without further ado, I say we jump straight into it, man. So look, the pre-order for the Aerofoam models F-22 EDF is out there. It's out there, guys. And like you just saw, Jeremy just said it. Those things are pre-ordered. That thing's selling out fast.
Yeah. It's
Like
like a F-22, man. To get one,
Yeah,
especially a bigger one.
Exactly. And people are looking forward to it, but you have to tell yourself, man, the Air Models F-22, man, that's a big bird, TJ.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people are going to be able to swing 1750.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, in any regards. And for a remote control airplane, it's a lot of money, but there's a lot of value in that airplane as well. If you want to buy the airplane without the EDF and the ESC, I think it's like $1,250.
Okay.
Right? So $1,250 for just the airplane, but it comes with the retracts, comes with the brakes, comes with the servos already installed. So you go out and you buy your own EDF, right? Now, I know for a fact that if you go out and buy your own EDF, you're going to spend at least $350, $350. I think it's $380 if you get it from JP.
What
You're
is
gonna have to pay for
160?
For a 105.
Yeah,
millimeter.
what I'm saying is the ESC.
Oh.
What are you putting in?
Yeah, it's a 160. Yep, high voltage.
So you just think about, like somebody like me, I have a 105 fan and I have a 160, ESC. So that is more palatable to say, $1,200, and I could just swap something out of one to the other just to have the plane to fly. It's not like it's coming stock, but at least I have the airframe and I got, what I believe is a powerful motor to put in there. I think that's a good, that's a good trade-off. But you're right. You're going to spend $300 for the ESC and then another, $250 for the fan?
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think people, everybody had a knee-jerk reaction to it, which is, I understand. But you have to think about it. The JP fan, $300.
Yeah.
The ESC, you can probably find that for $200, right?
Nope.
That's $500 right there. We're not even talking about. We're not even talking about shipping, because if you're buying it from overseas, you're gonna have to pay shipping overseas. So $500 is quite a bit. Oh boy, hey man, look, we got somebody in the background, man. Oh, TJ, you want to do a triple threat? Man, hey, it's the triple threat. Here we go. Boom. Yeah. What is going on?
There he is.
Man, what is going on? Everybody's like, that is not Jeff. It's definitely not Jeff. What's going on, RC Pilot? Well, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just got in from my daughter's concert, so
leave it up to one of us to have our mics not working.
I know, right? Yeah, crank your mic up. What is going on, RC Pilot Will?
I tested it earlier and it was doing good, and now
there you go.
There it is. I can hear you.
You hear me now?
Yep.
You hear me good?
All right. There we go. Dude, we got the triple threat going on. Everybody like, what is going on? It's the triple threat, guys. There you go. Let's see here. Hey, Turner says, I feel like a minority tonight. Don't feel like a minority. It's okay. It's okay.
Stuart, I see you out there, Stuart. What's going on? All the way from across the world.
Is that man? Dude, it's awesome, man. So, hey, RC Pilot Will, we were just talking about the new Airfoam 105 EDF jet. And
yeah, man. It's kind of pricey.
It's kind of pricey, but you have to think about this. Look, the EDF alone is like, if you go buy that yourself, it's $350, $380 from JP. Or you go get the carbon fiber. It's about the same price, right? I got one of those over here. Then you go and buy the ESC. You're going to spend about $200, $250 for the ESC. So I'm telling you, you're going to spend about that price. The airframe alone is about $1,250. So if you don't need all that stuff, then you get to save money. I
guess when you say it like that, when you start adding up everything, because a Spectrum, well, that's ESC, it's easy $250. No problem. So and then like you said, the JP fan is expensive. I wouldn't put no what's that thing called, a chain sun in it. That would be a waste.
Yeah. There's other EDFs out there where you could probably get away with that Chang Sun, but you just gotta balance it. You know what I mean?
It's just too steep for my pockets right now. I've been talking to people about it, and I said, in my opinion, for me, I can't grab it. Not right now, anyway.
And that's it. And that's kind of how I see it. Like Airfoam models, like it says right there below you, Airfoam F-22. It's not for everybody. So.
Yeah.
And, it's just one of those things where people were literally asking for F-22, a big F-22.
Yep.
They were literally asking for like good quality servos. They were asking for like top notch gear, stuff like that. Yeah. It's got all that in there.
And you got to pay more money for that stuff. Naturally.
You got to pay more money for it.
But the real question is, if there's no one else out there making one, they could have charged $2,000 for it. It's the only one out there. Until you get competition, you can charge what you want to charge for something.
That's a true statement. That's a true statement.
So somebody else got to come out and make a 105 to compete with it.
And then think about this. Here's another way to think about it. If you get this airplane and then you drop in, you could turn this into a turbine airplane if you really wanted to.
Yep.
You really could. So
they built both models exactly the same?
Say that again?
They built both models exactly the same?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Except it's the same airplane, except the difference between this and then the turbine is that it doesn't have the pipe, the turbine pipe, fuel tank, and
you gotta get all the stuff. The inside good.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you what would have been really cool if how on the F-18 you're able to take it from an 80 to a 90.
Mm-hmm.
If they were able to take that from a 105 to twin 80s or twin 90s, that would have been cool. If it's just a foam insert to put dual motors in there, man. Listen,
Yeah,
that would
twin
have been
90s,
awesome.
and you would have run it independent 6S, looks like the MiG 29 and the what's that thing called? Tomcat.
Yep.
To run independent 6S. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have been really nice too.
Yeah,
I mean, we
already putting 2 6S batteries in there, right?
Right, you already got 2 6S batteries in there. So just run 2 ESCs, 2 90mm fans, and man, that would be. But we've been talking about that for the longest. Somebody needs to make a twin 80 F-22 or twin 80 F-15. You know, even the F-15. You did a twin 80 F-15, that thing would probably be pretty bad.
And I think the 105 is nice, but I think they should just go back and make sure they have not make sure they have, but make the option so you can put a foam insert to run twins. That would add value to it, and that's a cheap way to add value to it because now you're just creating that foam mold.
Yep.
That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, the cool thing about it is this: they listened to what people said because everybody was ranting and raving about the Motion RC, the 90mm, right?
Yeah.
So everybody said they wanted a bigger one, a more powerful one. They came out, they made one, and you know, 17.
Should have put what is the thing called?
Say that again.
Freeway should have put thrust vector in on that thing, man.
Thrust vector in?
Yeah, they should have put thrust vector in on that plane.
Oh man,
that would have been nice.
That would have got people to buy more because there would have been more crashes.
Yeah.
You better learn how to put it on a switch real quick.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think would have been like a reasonable amount for that, in your opinion?
For the 105?
Yeah, for F-22.
I mean, 1,500 I would have paid. I would have paid 1,500 for it easy. I mean, I know it's an airphone. I know it's a big bird. I know they got money invested in it. But man, when I look at a number like 17 and then you throw the taxes on top of that stacks up. Then I got to get a receiver for it. So, and the way I like to set them up, I'm going to have to get a 10 channel. So that's already going to cost me right there because I'm not going to do the basic 8 channel setup and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm going to split it up. I'm going to want ailerons. I'm going to want all these different things going on. So I'm going to have to get a 10 channel to get it going. So that right there, that's going to already set me back another almost $200 for a 10 channel receiver.
Right. So, but like I said, so you have to look at that airplane and you have to look at it like this. So the average 105mm airplane that they carry is around like the $1,500 mark, right? 15, 16.
That would be one of these right here.
Exactly. HSD Jets, they're the same. They're 120. Yeah. Their 120s are around the same too. So the difference of, you know, that is comparable in my opinion.
I don't know, man. That F-86 is like comparing.
Hey, you got low volume, buddy.
I say that F-86 is like comparing an apple to an orange. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. That's true.
I mean, that F-86, we both know that F-86 does really well, man. I mean, it's 120 mil.
Right.
It'll outfly this L-39 all day long.
It's true.
I don't think the L-39 is a bad product. Not at all. It's really nice.
It'll be interesting to see how it does when it comes out. So I want one. I'm gonna get one.
I know you are.
You know I'm gonna get one.
We already know that.
Hey,
I'm gonna get one.
I'm just sitting back and I'm gonna put my 1,400 to the side. So when he done with it, I'm gonna say, "Here you go."
Hey, and you know I'll probably cut it loose for that right there. Yeah, exactly. Hey, so
it's his turn to play Gimme Pig this time. I played Gimme Pig with the F-14.
Right.
So it's his turn to play Gimme Pig.
That's hilarious. That's funny. And look, Turn One says, "We all know you were going to get one, Bobby." Turn One, I know you're going to get one too if you haven't already. But like I said, it's interesting for me because I've flown the turbines now and the EDFs, and I still love them both. Yeah. I really do. When we went out there and flew the EDF version, the Bayhawk, man, that was just a great time when me and Will were out there.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
but so and another thing too, people aren't thinking about is this, guys. So people like, man, that's a lot of money for that airplane, but it's also geared towards people who can't fly turbine jets at their field.
Yeah,
and they want a really big bird.
And that's what aerofoam is. That was aerofoam, in my opinion, is all about. It's about having a big plane, a big jet that you can fly without having to go through the whole turbine process. Because
exactly.
I'm not going to go get turbine. I'll be honest with you. I'm just not going to go that route. Right. No matter how hard you push me, Bobby, I'm not going to go.
Hey, man, look, I recommend turbines for everybody. Not everybody needs to fly them, but everybody.
You hear that, TJ? He's going to give each one of us a turbine.
Look, I'm getting ready to sell one of my trainer turbine airplane. I'm getting ready to put that thing up for sale, the airframe. But I got to keep the turbine in it, So you can go get your own turbine. But I'm going to sell the airframe around like $850. That's cheaper than one of these. So, it is what it is. Let's see here. George Cook says it's good to see the brothers talking RC. Not many of us out there. Thanks, Bobby.
You know what we got to do, though, Bobby? We really have to get two of the same planes, have one turbine and one electric, fly them at the same time so that we can do a comparison of what truly is different about the two.
Right.
We already got that.
Yeah. And I'm telling you,
my L-39.
Oh, there you go.
It's a completely different feel, but it's more enjoyable. And Turn One says turbine waivers are easy. That's a lot of things that's what kind of deterred me from the beginning. I was worried about the turbine waiver, but turbine waivers are easy. It's having the feel that you can fly one at that ain't freaking 2 hours away. That's where he's at, and it's 2 hours away. And that's the biggest thing too. Finding a field where you can fly one and it's not too far away, but they feel comfortable with you flying one, because everybody jumps to conclusions. They're like, oh, those things burn up when they hit, and they all blow up and so on and so forth. And it's true, but it's not true. Victor RC Jets. Yeah, lipos are just as dangerous too, if not more. So Victor says, I'm never going to stop flying EDF, but turbine is fun. It really is, man. And, when I was flying, Jeff was like, yeah, he's like, all you can really do with it is fly it in circles. And I'm like, you have to be on the sticks, man, in order to enjoy it. I'm like, and, in the same way, you could say that about everything. You could fly 3D airplanes, and once you see the trick once or twice, it's the same trick.
Yeah.
But it's different when you're behind the sticks.
It's nothing like getting on the throttle, letting that sucker come down, and then pulling it up, and then I do it all the time. I get the most enjoyment out of pulling up and just rolling it and bringing it back up. But that's like super enjoyment to me, man. Like I'd rather do that than to do high alpha.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see here. P51 fan says, why the turbine over the EDF? I got a turbine-friendly field with turbine certifiers. Why is it more enjoyable? I'll tell you why it's more enjoyable. I think, honestly, and just me speaking, it's more enjoyable. It's more of an experience. It's like the whole startup process, the sound. The sound is amazing. Yeah. And then you feel the thrust. The thrust is completely different than EDF thrust. It's hard to explain, but the thrust is more consistent and it's like more powerful. So like the airplane flies lighter. It flies better because the thrust is like almost linear. But like in EDF, you only got full throttle and then your lipo starts sagging. So you're not getting that linear power.
Yeah.
It's just like flying a glow plane versus a electric prop. That electric prop's going to eventually start sagging out. That glow plane, as long as it's got fuel, it's going to keep doing the same thing over and over. And you're going to get, more than 5 minutes out of it. Easy.
Absolutely. And I think that it's like, also you're getting the auditory stimulation too. You're getting that sound, because after you fly a turbine and then you fly an EDF jet, EDFs don't sound like turbines after you fly a turbine jet.
No,
you know what I mean? It's different.
I know
it sounds close.
I would say to P-51's point, it all depends. So if we did a pull up, this is we have to do a whole video. Pull up to the field, back up. You take your plane out, the turbine. We take out the EDF. See how many times we go up and down by the time you get set up and go and then fly at the same time to say, okay,
yeah,
I got 4 flights in, and you got one long enjoyable flight in. Or that one long enjoyable flight sometimes is better than those 4 flights. So it all depends on the user and that experience that you're getting from it. Sometimes you want to pull up and fly.
I'm gonna say this though, TJ. Now, if he comes to the field and he pulls out his turbine L-39, and I pull out my EDF version, I ain't getting no 4 flights in before he gets ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a really good pre-flight check that you want to do on something when you got something that expensive to get ready to go up. You don't want to just, I'm gonna throw a battery in it. Send it.
Your phone's going in and out. I'm not sure what's going on with your mic.
Oh man, here we go.
One said longer flight times, the sound, and Victor's right too. Here's another plus: you can keep the power on for whole flight. Like if you want a full throttle, you can do it, but it's going to suck that fuel down. So, by the way, guys, because we're going head to head and we asked the hard questions here about the Airfoam F-22, we've got Jeremy Stolt in the background, so we're going to add him to the mix. Now we're making a quadruple threat, right? Quadruple threat. We've got 4 people in here. Boom, here we go.
Yeah.
Jeremy, woo! Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, Jeremy. Welcome to the quadruple threat.
We've actually the first time I've seen 4 screens on one screen.
What is going on? Hey, look,
we can get into this Brady Bunch here.
Hey, it's Brady Bunch hour RC, dude. Hey, look, never have we done 4 people like this before. I don't think.
No,
this is cool. So look, Jeremy, we were asking the hard questions, man, and I sat back and I listened to the forums, and I heard both sides. People saying it's too expensive, it's out of their price range. You know, why is it so much? And you know, I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to ask the hard questions. And hey, you wanted to jump in the line of fire. You're in there now.
I may as well. All right. So I'm one of the few that's actually flown this jet. So I know like experience. So the people in the questions, I got my phone right here. So hopefully I can see your questions. If we miss something, we'll try and get something in there. But anyway, so the biggest thing is this airplane is built for quality. All right. Okay. Everybody was tired of odd things. Everybody asks, whenever we ask, hey, what do you want to see? The answer is always bigger, better quality. They want everything you can throw at an airplane. Well, when you do that, cost goes up.
Yeah.
So you ask for big, you ask for awesome. And that is why we did awesome and we did big and we did quality. So what comes with quality? Price. Everything's more expensive, for instance. So, you know, you can normally put a $15 servo into something and yeah, it works great, right?
Right.
Everything stays fairly relative low in cost. But once you start getting into heavier airplanes, you want higher torque. Once you get into bigger airplanes, people can always put bigger items inside of them. So bigger motors, bigger, faster, stronger, whatever you want to say. So you have to, in our level of where we're at with these airplanes, provide higher quality, higher torque, and that equals more expensive. So what does that mean? That means that you can get an average airplane out there and you can put a $30-ish servo in there, $20 servo in there. Well, these are $50-ish servos in there. So you've got cost there. We've talked about it. You don't have a small fan in there. You've got an awesome metal fan. One that's going to be able to take the grass that you guys eat up. One that's gonna last. It should last a heck of a long time. These motors are awesome, and I don't think I've heard of very many people that have actually made these things fail. So that's why it's out there. ESCs wise, the ESC's got a Hobby Wing ESC. We all know Hobby Wing makes some awesome ESCs. You know, there's quality there, right? We already talked about it. You already hit about it. awesome amount of awesome in this airplane. Not only do you get awesome servos, you get an awesome airplane that is designed for the higher speeds and the higher torque and the higher G's, because it's actually got structure in the tail section. So you can actually grab onto that tail section and you can try and bend those horizontals out or flex them down. They don't move. That's something that all other Raptors out there will move and have been known to fail. So that was one of our key points, is making sure that you have structural integrity. This airplane is awesome. What is the biggest battery I've flown? I've flown 5,000 because that's what I have. I don't have any bigger batteries. So there you go.
Would it handle a 6,000?
You should be able to. So there is about another 3/4 to an inch amount of space on top of the batteries. But then you also have length to be able to put extended batteries in there. So
what do you think about running the SMCs in it?
Say what again?
What do you think about running the SMC packs in there?
I don't know anything about SMC packs. I've never ran them. So
the high voltage packs. A lot of these guys are on the SMCs and running the high voltage SMC packs.
Man, I don't know if I'd run a SMC in that JP.
So my opinion on SMC high voltage packs, and this, you can have your own opinion on there, is manufacturers say specific voltage is what you want, what they want, and what they're going to cover under your warranty. So if you want to go ahead and play with a battery that's a different voltage, that's kind of on you. But if you end up smoking something, don't be calling.
Hey, they're gonna be the first ones in the forums. Hey, this thing's trash. It smoked my motor, and you're gonna be like,
see, I don't have one to be able to test. When I get my test requirements, I get specifics on what I'm told to do of batteries, voltages, stuff like that. I try to go beyond in regards to performance, in regards to high G's and strength, and I try to flex the airplanes like all types of crazy things. I try to put it in whatever I can.
A lot of beat. Yeah.
I try to beat it where I can. We showed a video of me flying off of the worst grass that you could imagine.
I saw that.
And it still took off. Now, am I going to say, hey guys, yes, it's grass rated. Okay. It can fly off of grass, but that all depends on your grass and whether or not it's up to par, we'll say. But again, the airplane's built robust. So even after I ended up flying it off of that grass, the wheels, the landing gear, there wasn't even a single flex mark on the entire fuselage from that.
Wow.
Nice.
I mean, it's built to be tough. It's built to be robust. And so in that, it's higher quality. So it's gonna cost more for that. That's
okay.
Built to go on my credit card and not come right out of my pocket.
now, obviously, we want it to be the lowest possible that we can. But obviously, in order to make more products, you have to have the reason to be able to make it, right? So, the price is set right about where it needs to be. I think we have a little bit of wiggle room to maybe throw some cells here and there, but what it all comes down to is this is literally the turbine version airplane in an EDF. And in making it an EDF version, we had to come up with an intake box, or that through and through system that we made. And that took a mold setup to make. So that's extra cost.
Right.
People have asked, well, why didn't you do thrust vectoring? That's extra cost. And you're already upset about the price as is. Because now you're going to add 2 more zeros into the picture, and the development cost that it costs to make the thrust vector. That actually works.
Put thrust vector on something that big.
So it's something that we're looking at. Does that make sense? It's not something that we're going to say, hey, we're not going to do. However, a little bit of insider information. For those of you that have 110 motor setups, Bobby's going to help us here. We're working on some measurements, and we're going to try and see what we can do about making a 110 vector set, or not a vector, but a ducting take setup for it.
With this little guy right here.
We're going to work on some measurements, so stay tuned for that if you feel like the 110. But as of right now, the 105, it kicks butt.
Yeah. So just like the F-18, you'll be able to pull, drop in the 105 mold and then pull it out to put the 110 in there.
Similar, yes.
Yeah.
I know you talk. So while I was driving, I just got Taco Bell, by the way. See, I'm sacrificing my food and my
hey, sorry. Once Taco Bell get cold, that's it, man.
It's trash after that. Throw it away.
Hey, you know, saved me from getting that Taco Bell. What are you talking about?
Oh, I live off of Taco Bell. Have you seen how chubby I am?
Man, just make sure. I'm sure you got triple ply in the house.
no, but I heard you guys talking about the option of maybe 90s or something like that. TJ, you're talking about that. So that's a great idea. But if we cover every basis, then the people that like to modify are not going to have options. I kind of like the idea of modifying. I mean, I've made AL-37s into KC-135s and AWACSs and stuff like that. I enjoy the ability to modify it or kit bash or change it just a little bit. So I would say I challenge somebody to do that. That would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
But as of right now, this 105 setup is pretty awesome. I was really impressed with it. There were people asking about performances and what I think versus turbine versus EDF. Now, the EDF is a little bit slower than the turbine because turbines just have a max, they can always cram it on it, and then batteries and all that. Yeah. But anyway, now if you got good batteries and you've got a flight pattern that's awesome, this thing is very comparable to the turbine. Very. I was shocked how fast it was. I was shocked at the ability of its climb. And so like I said, I'm impressed about it. I was shocked. Yeah. Very shocked. So I'm excited for those that have already pre-ordered to get theirs when we get them. But let's continue. What's some of the other things that this airplane has that others don't, and why the cost is higher? The other stuff is
brakes.
Your size. It's got a good amount of size difference. So that's cost that's bigger. Okay.
And I don't think most people realize that until they buy it. Like until you get it in front of you, you don't realize how big it is. Because even when you showed it last time, I'm thinking, man, it looks big, but I know in person, I'm thinking I can't even get that in the back of my truck. That thing is huge, man.
Yeah, it's big.
So, we've actually fit one of them in a Honda CRV. The RC Shenanigans guy, he's actually been able to get his turbine version in there.
Okay.
And so those that already have the turbine version can attest to how well this airplane is. Now just imagine it with a battery power system. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about some of the things. So second thing or other things that you've got on there, right? You've got actual powder coated painted gear. So you've got gear that's white like it should be. You've got landing gear that has rubber tires, not foam tires, like it should be. So it doesn't have any of these plastic axles plastic wheels so they melt or any of that kind of stuff. None of that. What else do we got? We got lights. Lights on the airplane, stock and standard. Landing gear light, wingtip lights. You got those. Anybody like wing tanks? I think they look kind of cool. Well, they come too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it comes with that.
I think they look kind of cool.
So what you're saying is there's a lot of value
on there. You get more lift on the dang thing, and it doesn't slow it down at all. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see what other things you get.
I fly mine without wing tanks.
You get
how much wing it has.
So you get the BEC that comes in there. This is a different one, but similar.
Is that the AG68 Wiggle Fingers was asking about?
No.
Okay.
Those are a separate thing.
That's a stabilizer.
I personally don't like those. I don't use those at all.
Okay.
But no, this is the battery illumination circuit. So you can put anything from a 3S, 4S, 2S, and it all pulls out to the right voltages that you need to power your landing gear, your brakes, and your receiver all through that. Therefore, allowing you to use a smaller receiver. I know, TJ, you said 10 channel. Or no, was it?
It was wheel.
Yeah, so you said you want to use 10 channels. Well, guess what? They have 10 channel receivers that you can use that type of connection to power it And then you don't have to buy a $500 power safe receiver because
Nice.
you've got dual battery redundant. See, I need my Taco Bell.
You need your Taco Bell.
Look, man. Hey, go get your Taco Bell, Jeremy. I feel bad, man.
No, there's all kinds of things on there. It's been awesome. And again, like I said, I want to thank everybody that's pre-ordered. It shows that when we make something awesome, you guys are willing to support us in there.
And you said most of them are already sold. Most of them are pre-ordered.
First Go is going fast. Don't miss out. I mean, if you're questioning being able to pay for it, honestly, don't go into debt over trying to buy an airplane. Don't do that. Okay.
Yeah, I've always said that.
Don't sell all your airplanes
for one airplane.
An airplane. Okay.
Enjoy. Because once you crash it, guess what? You got no airplanes.
Enjoy the hobby. We made an awesome airplane. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be around for a long time. You can get it. Okay.
There it is. Jeremy, you got 1 minute before your Taco Bell spoils.
It's selling awesome. So.
Well, look, hey, man, Jeremy, I really appreciate you jumping in here, answering the tough questions, and answering some of the questions that I've been hearing and stuff like that. And I wanted to address because it's easy for people to make assumptions, but when they hear about it and you actually think about it logically, it's much different. And
one other thing real quick too. There's another item in there that is upgraded because there's a lot of people talking about old AF models and whatnot. So if you remember, the old airplanes used to have a heat shrunk landing gear controller and brake controller, right?
Yeah.
Now it's all the same one. It's a solid red one, and that's about $100 as is anyway.
So
it's all adding up because we didn't put crap in it. So
yeah, because guess what? When you put crap in airplanes, they don't sell. So it makes perfect sense. But Jeremy, I really appreciate it. Thank you for jumping in here. And give my regards to Carrie and everything. And I'll be in contact with you, buddy.
Will do. Again, thanks for everything, guys. Thanks for the support.
Yeah,
we really appreciate you guys backing us and buying planes from us. We've done everything in our power to make you guys happy. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
There you go. Enjoy that Taco Bell.
I will.
His stomach's gonna hurt in like 5 seconds.
He gonna be on that toilet.
That's what I'm about to say.
Well, now that we cleared the air with that one, guys. That was pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. I hope you like that. One thing about the channel is like I like to ask the tough questions because a lot of people, they just make assumptions. So I'll go straight to the people and I'll ask them, say, hey, do you mind coming on the channel and answering some of this? Some people want to, some people don't want to at all.
Yeah.
And, it's just one of those things. But moving on to the next topic, TJ, Will, guys in the comment section, top greatest airplane of all time. You can only pick one. TJ, go.
My son asked me this because he'll go out in the garage and say, Dad, you got all these planes. I don't know why you have all these planes. Which one would you keep if you had to get rid of all of them? Or if
you
the
only
house
got
was
one
on fire, which one would you grab? Hey, listen, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm not going to hold you on this one. We already talked about it. I'm grabbing the Bay. The Bay coming with me. The Bay is top choice, top tier for me, only because I can go to a small park and fly the Bay. I can go to a big park, fly the Bay. I can go to your driveway and fly the Bay, and I can land it and do everything I want to do with that one plane anytime, anywhere, and it will never fail. That's the plane I'm taking with me.
We have abused that airplane. I watched Jeff take that airplane, and he took it up to the 400 mark, maybe a 401 foot, and put that thing in the steepest dive I've ever seen. And honestly, it should have failed, and it did not fail.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind. So let's see. Johnny Sensel said a J3 Cub. I would agree, man. That's a good all-around flyer. And it can be fast. It can be slow. It can be really enjoyable to fly. Let's see. RC Flying Fair said that Hangar 9 OV10. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Woo.
Hey, Bill, it can be any size.
Hey, you think that?
Let's see here. Eddie K says the Carbon Z Cessna 150. I think Jeff will probably say that one too. He loved that airplane. Yamaha. He says the Avanti V2. I would agree. That Avanti V2 is to me, the V2 is right there, right beside the FMS Bayhawk. But I feel like the Bayhawk has the advantage. You know, I just feel like it just flies better. The Avanti flies a little heavier than the Avanti does. Obviously, it's a lighter airplane. Need for Speed RC says the free wing 90mm F-22.
Hold on, Bobby. We got Will here. Let's see what Will think, because he done sent a lot of planes to the sky.
That's true.
He got a lot of planes behind him. So if you only could pull one plane out of there and to fly for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
You already know what it is. It's sitting right behind me in black and yellow.
Well, your mic went out.
Oh, God. Here it is. Here we go.
I heard you already know it, and then...
Yeah. We want to hear this answer.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Hold on.
You sound good. What is it?
You guys hear me now?
Yep.
Am I good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I said you already know what it is. It's in black and yellow, sitting right behind me.
Oh, he said the MiG-29. Free wing MiG-29. That is a good all-around flyer. Lana Randall said that the Aerofoam MB339. I will co-sign with you on that one. Crash Test Dummy said the F4 Phantom 90mm. The 8S or the 6S version? Let's see here. Yep, Jeff jumped in there. He says definitely the Carbon Z for the prop and the Bay. I told you he would like the Bayhawk. Yeah. And I told you he would like that Carbon Z.
Hey, Jeff, I'm just gonna throw this back out there, because here's what hurt my heart. My son opened the closet. You know what I got in the closet in the box, Jeff? I got that Viper 90. Hey, I said, oh, I forgot about the Viper 90. And then I looked, I said, it's not a Warbird. I got to go back with the Bay.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, I told you Jeff would say the Cessna 150T. I sat there. Jeff was sitting in a chair out there flying that 150T, just having a good time, dude, doing touch and goes. Man, he was so happy. I just sat back and watched him fly it, man. And I was like, that is a great flying airplane. That was an evening fly, man. That's some of the best times, man, when we're out there. Let's see here. Winston Brown says the Top Flight Cessna 182. That's a good flying airplane.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, Mountain RC said the Rafale 80mm. That Rafale made me a little nervous, man.
You what?
I could yeah.
You don't like the Rafale?
Well, I couldn't get the flight times out of it. I think the timing was too high from the factory.
You got to put test tubes in that thing, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That wasn't my favorite, but the Rafale, yeah. But the Viper 90, yeah. The Viper 90, hands down. Yep, and he said the Viper 90.
My favorite prop plane is probably the P-51 Mustang. The e-flite P-51 Mustang?
Yeah.
That's my favorite prop plane.
Oh, the P-51 Mustang?
Yeah. The blue and white one?
Oh, yeah. That thing, yeah, that's a good flyer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bill said, what size is that Bayhawk? It's the 80mm.
The 80, yep.
It's the FMS version. And look, here's the thing, too. You can get 10% off if you use the code RC Plane Reviewer from FMS right now. Off of anything on their website. I had that code and I didn't know it still worked. It still works. So you put an RC Airplane Reviewer in that little code thing, if anything in there, cars, airplanes, whatever.
They just heard it, so now it probably don't work.
I know, right? It still works. It's still good.
Tell them it's Black Friday early, no taxes.
There you go. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no taxes. Go get. Yeah, we knocked the taxes off there for you. Yeah. But I'm telling you, man. Need for Speed says the e-flite Cherokee is so scale and chill. It is. I will say, if the Cherokee was a little bigger, that would be my go-to. That would be my go-to over the 150. I don't know, man.
Can you imagine if that Cherokee was a 1.7?
Yeah. Damn. Oh, dude. Oh, I wish it was a 2.0, man. If it was a 2.0, that's a keeper all day.
Yeah,
Zero said the MiG-29.
Mm.
That MiG-29 is a good-looking bird. But by the way, guys, another good one that flies really well that I've been neglecting. Will, you're out there flying. I brought it out there, the Eurofighter.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
That Eurofighter. Man, that made me like fall in love with it all over again. And we speed trialed it too. While Will was out there, I was like, hey man, let's speed trial this thing. And it's fast. You can't say how fast it is, but it's
how fast it is.
It's fast.
You talking about the 90mm Eurofighter?
Yeah, the 90mm Eurofighter on 8S is fast.
I tell you what, he surprised the heck out of me because he came through on a not full throttle pass, and the number I saw, which I won't say, was impressive.
Yeah,
and it was a flat level too. There was no dive.
Yeah, it was fast. So let's see here. Westminster Aero Modelers, what's going on? Good to have you in here. He says the code isn't working on the Bayhawk. What am I doing wrong? RC Airplane Reviewer discount code isn't valid for the items in your car. If it's already on sale, it won't work. Let me see. Let me try it.
And I will say, I feel like the 90mm Eurofighter is one of the best planes that came and gone without a blip. Like, nobody talks about it anymore like they should.
I know.
It's crazy. Did they stop? Is it on back order? Did they stop producing it?
No, they still producing it. I just think that people are so short. Like, our attention spans are so short. It's like, that was cool. On to the next one. I don't know.
But then why do we still talk about the 90mm Viper? We still talk about the Bayhawk. We still talk about the T-28s and the P-51s and the planes, the MiG-29s. But nobody talks about the Eurofighter. Even on YouTube, if you look, like, really nobody is putting out new content on the Eurofighter.
Yeah, it's very strange. Even on that, was it the J10 too?
Yep, the J10.
Yeah, I'm not even hearing much about that. There's not much chatter about that J10.
I just think people are like, I think they're coming out with airplanes so quick that they're just not capturing people's attention. You know.
Mm.
By the way, I'm checking out this code to see if it's working for me or not.
I already told you what I think about that J10. It's just a combination of a Griffin, a Typhoon, and a Rafale, all in the same mix. It's just a combination of the three.
Yeah,
So, I mean, if you flew a Rafale and you flew a Typhoon, or you flew a Griffin, then you're just basically flying the same thing again.
Yeah, I did notice. I did notice the J10 has flaps, and the Eurofighter does not.
Yep.
That's the only thing that I noticed.
The Rafale does.
Yeah, it does.
So that's where it's got the Rafale from, and then it's got the wings the size of the Eurofighter, and then it's got the canards the size of the Griffin. So it's kind of all three just kind of mixed in.
Hey, yeah, but you never flew all three at the same time, so that's why it's different.
You never flew all three at the same time. You're right.
That's true.
That is my point, and I won't take that away.
That's why it's different.
Let's see here. I'm testing out this code.
Maybe we could get one and make it do some crazy stuff. What do you think?
Yeah. It could be.
Fly the wings off of it in a dive.
Yeah, I think I'm going to slide back to that Eurofighter simply because nobody is messing with it right now.
Yeah, dude, that Eurofighter is amazing. It's truly an amazing airplane. I'm looking.
I want another FMS Rafale, man.
Yeah.
I really need to get me another FMS Rafale.
Yeah, that thing is a really nice one. Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, he said your mic is not sounding so good. Let's see. B1B. Oh, Stolt said B1B, not because banana hobbies, but because I love it and own 6 of them. So yeah.
Wow.
By the way, guys, just so you guys know, while we're talking about savings and everything, Memorial Day sales, guys.
Yep.
Memorial Day sales. Horizon Hobby has sales. FMS is having sales. Banana Hobby is having sales. And what are they having sales on? I couldn't see everybody's, but I know Banana Hobby is having a sale.
I know who's not having a sale
on their J65. Who's not having one?
HSD Jets.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're definitely not having one. Let's see. No, HSD. They might be. I don't know. I need to talk to Chris and see. I'm not sure. He did one before.
RC is having some great sales right now too.
There you go. That's the one for Banana Hobby. Memorial Day sale, $449 for the J65.
That's not bad.
And that one comes with the gyro too. That's a good looking bird.
Yeah.
Jeff had that airplane. I kind of wanted that airplane, but I didn't get that airplane. Let me see if we have another one here. Nope, I don't have the other one. But yeah, man. So they're having sales too. So be on the lookout for that one. And I think you would you'd be pretty good with that one. So look at that. That's nice. But here's what we really need. I'm over here playing with stuff in the background. Never mind it. There it is. Boom. But yeah, so they're gonna have some Memorial Day sales. So stay tuned. Banana Hobby's having their things. And pretty much everybody else is.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I got a question for you guys.
Too.
I got a question for you guys.
What's that?
How hot is too hot to fly? TJ, you're from Florida.
Man, it's never too hot to fly, never too hot to play golf, never too hot to play pickleball. I'm from Florida. I've been outside all my life. Now, I will say this. Remember when we was kids, they used to always talk about the ozone layer?
Yeah.
I do feel like that ozone layer is gone because the sun be burning. Like it come with a little sting now. It have a little bite to it.
Let me tell you something. Look, obviously I'm a person of color, clearly. And I have never been sunburned in my life. Until recently.
Yep.
I was like, my shoulders were kind of tingling, and I was like, man, what is going on here? I was like, that's weird the day after. And I'm like, what's going on? And then 2 days later, I started peeling, and I was like, oh my God, I got sunburned.
Yeah.
Things are changing, dude.
They don't even talk. The ozone layer is gone. They don't even talk about it no more. Yeah. The sun is biting. But I will say this, man.
So
you gotta live, right? So I'm out there in the sun. I gotta go.
I mean, I can't do it. What about you, Will? Low volume.
90 degrees, man. I'm out.
90 degrees. He said he can't do
90 degrees and I'm out.
90, 95 degrees is pretty rough. Yeah. It's pretty hot. My cutoff is about 90 degrees too. My thing is this. I start worrying about the airplanes. Like I've noticed my nitro airplanes don't run very good in hot temperatures like that. I'm a little concerned about the turbines in that hot, thick air, right? You know, and then lipos don't like it either. You know, your ESC and your airplanes surely don't like it. So just makes you wonder, you know, as we're getting into these summertime months, but these guys that fly out here in the desert in the summer, hey, you guys pipe up, man. What do y'all think? 105 this week.
Yeah, Wiggle Fingers says 105 out there. Where he at? Arizona?
Yeah, Wiggle Fingers, where are you at? Noons, I think Noons is out there in Arizona too. Those guys fly out in that heat, and that heat is dry heat, which is completely different than our heat.
The only thing that I say why I say 90 degrees and I say what I say about the airplanes is because the way we like to fly, we like to go up. Once we come down, we throw another pack in it. We right back up again. At 90 degrees, you won't be able to do that. You're going to have to bring it down, let it sit, let it cool, then go and put another pack in there.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And, you know, I guess we don't really treat our airplanes equally, but I guarantee that F-22, you start spending money like that, you'll start changing. That L-39 to the left of you right there, that I guarantee you won't bring that sucker out there like that in that heat.
Oh, 90 degrees, heck no.
Yeah, but Noon says
you won't even come out of that.
Noon said 105 at 8 o'clock this time of the year in the high desert for me. Wow. Airvic says 85 degrees and I'm out. I don't like running my EDFs when it's hotter than that. Zero Box 65 says I fly in Florida all the time. Very hot weather.
Yep.
I thermal my gliders. Stolt, I need to hear this. Turbines don't care about the heat. Yeah. That's all I need to know. But the air will be thick. Winston says 91 degrees plus. I'm with you on that one. I'm tracking. Wiggle Fingers is in Phoenix, Arizona. That's that hot, dry heat, man, like oven heat.
Hot. Yeah, that's hot.
Our heat here is like humidity heat.
Humid.
Which is worse, I feel like.
No.
I
need you to get you out there to Arizona and
I've been to Arizona and dude, it's like oven heat. Like
oven.
It's like cooking.
Like somebody took a blow dryer, hot blow dryer, turned it on, and it's blowing you in your face, and you thinking, where in the world is this heat coming from?
But here's the thing, doesn't it cool down eventually when it's like dark? Because it's dry air, right?
Yeah.
When it's you know what happened when it's dark? Everybody inside. What you doing outside?
But it gets cold out there, though, right? Doesn't it cool down?
Well, look, Jeff has that trailer with air conditioning, so we're all going to be in his trailer. So y'all got to be nice to him so he lets you in. If not, he's going to let y'all sit out there and sweat to the oldies.
Hey, I can stand the heat.
Hey, Jeff said, fun fact, 1 month from now, we'll start losing daylight. Shake my head. I know, man.
Oh, man.
Right.
It's crazy. Johnny Sensel says, when my clothes are hanging like a wet towel, same here. Man, I'm so hot and I'm sweating and I'm like miserable. Yeah. And the mosquitoes start getting on me. And the heat here at our field, the wind stops blowing. So it's just hot.
Yeah.
And humid. Yeah. So, and look, he says foam starts to pop when it's hot. Helis don't care. They sure don't. Helis don't care about anything. They don't even care about wind or air. Let's see. We fly all the time. We flew our Jets over California event in Sacramento. It was 115. That's great to know.
Yeah.
So, but okay. Well, apparently, guys, it's never too hot to fly.
It's never.
Is what I'm learning.
So, I guess it's a personal thing.
Man.
Hey, I wish we had a field like that field in Italy somewhere. Man, they got a pool. They got a clubhouse. I gotta find this. It's on YouTube.
We're not doing it right.
Yeah, we're not doing it right. If you see,
we could dig a hole and make a pool. They got plenty of excavators sitting back there. We could just go hotwire one of them, and
that's true.
There we go.
They do have some there.
Dig a hole, make a pool.
Yeah. Well, guys, remember that big old box that I had arrive at the house that had XRC on there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I wanted to introduce the next airplane that I will be doing a review on. I want to give you guys a little sneak peek because she's a baddie. She's hot.
All right, don't make yourself big in the screen first, Bobby. We want to see all the plane. We don't want to see some of it. Look, make yourself big.
All right. Yeah, I gotta bring it a little closer. What do we look? Oh man, it's not even fitting. Okay, yeah, here. Boom.
Man, that must be a turbine.
That is, my friend.
Look at you.
There you go.
She is. There we go. So, guys, this is. Can I fit it in the screen?
Yeah, I can get in there.
Yeah, you got to angle it a little bit.
All right, hold on. I got to drop this one down so I can make some room.
Man, surrounded in more planes than he could think about.
Dude, the good news is I've sold a lot of my airplanes. So here it is.
And you still surrounded.
Look at this. This is the HSD Jets T-45 in all her glory, guys.
That sucker is beautiful.
All her glory. It's super scale. Super scale. It's so big, I can't put it in my office with the wings on. But
that's what she said.
It's I knew somebody was going to say that. I expected Tim to say that. You just beat him to it.
Yeah.
You just beat him to it. But God,
that thing is gorgeous.
Look at this. You want to know the
We lost Bobby. We lost Bobby. Hey, listen, that's okay. I'll go get mine. Let me go get my T-45.
How do you turn yourself off the screen?
That's what happens when you hit the wrong button. So that's what happens when you hit the wrong button.
Oh, Bobby, I had a replacement here for you.
Oh, you wouldn't go get that one. Well, look. Hey, check this out, guys. Here's the beauty of the HSD Jets. This is where it differs, right? So this is the turbine version. It already comes with the tanks in there, right? This one has 2 tanks. This comes already with the smoke system installed.
Wow.
So it has a fuel tank already installed for smoke oil, already has the fuel tank installed for nitro. It has the MFC in here, and I'm still in the process of putting it together. But that's the MFC, the multifunction controller. So this controls your servos. This is the brain of everything. And guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this thing right here can do more things than you can probably fathom. It's a gyro. Some models have it to where the gyro and this is activated, and like in their J10, it has like 7 or 6 gyros in that J10 alone. That's the one that's 3D vectoring and everything like that. But this thing is really, really nice. This is another top tier airplane. I say it's top tier because the ability that this flight controller can do is really amazing. And the best way I can explain this is, and I was talking to Chris about it, is that I have a 10-channel controller right here, guys, right? And I have a 14-channel radio. Well, this thing right here has 30 channels in it. Dang. So you're only limited by how many switches are on your radio. So if you got a 14-channel radio, you can use all 14 channels with the 10-channel receiver. So very different. He had to explain it to me twice, and I wasn't tracking because I was like, this was all new to me. So luckily, he was talking to me and he walked me through it. And it's just one of those things that if you're not used to this kind of thing, it takes some time to get used to, but that flight controller is where the money's at. And it's one of those things where you need to sit down and you got to go through it and take your time. It also has it where it calibrates to your radio. So this will calibrate to your radio, and it knows where all your functions are, all the settings are on your radio, and it will, it'll calibrate to that. But man, this thing is really nice, guys. Lots of room inside of there. I don't have a turbine in it yet. I'm gonna pull my turbine out of probably the turbinator and put that 80 in this one. Say what?
You think that was big enough for that?
Oh yeah, this 80 Newton turbine is on the top end of this one. You don't want to go any higher than that, but that's the inside. When you get this, it already has the pipe in there. It already has the heat shielding already in there. It's ready to go. Very similar to the way the Aerofoam jet's going to come, guys. It already has this stuff already in it. This is HSD, and so the difference between the Aerofoam and HSD is that you have this flight controller in here, and it can just do a lot more. It can do a heck of a lot more. And it has a gyro already inside of it that controls the stabilization of the nose wheel, so it keeps it straight. You don't have to worry about your airplane wandering all over the place. But this one is going to be awesome. I'm taking my time with the build. And it was it's like I said, this is a top tier airplane, and it's very similar to the learning curve and the complexity of the Aerofoam. This is not for a beginner, Yeah. So you kind of got to know what you're doing and getting yourself into. With this one, it's amazing. Lights galore everywhere, but I was so excited about it that I just wanted to show you guys. And I've been it's been so busy around here that I haven't had time to really do anything next.
TJ, you know what we're gonna do?
What's that?
Me and TJ gonna fly it when you take a restroom break.
Oh man, that's terrible, dude.
You can't spool it up. Me and TJ got that joke in there.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna be on the camera and say, Bobby, he did it. Cause listen, I don't want no problems with that right there.
Hey, but guys, check it out. I'll be like, all right, Bobby, come land it.
But I'm telling you, that airplane right there, that airplane, I think it retails for like $1,500. So, or a little bit more, maybe 15, 16 around there. But like I said, it has the smoke system in there. It already has a smoke pump installed. It already has the nozzle for the smoke in there. So literally all you're adding is your receiver, your batteries, your turbine. And if you want to throw a gyro in there, the gyro. And I have an HSD Jets gyro that I may use. I may use that. Or I may use a Cortex. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. So I've got options, but I want to use a gyro with it. And after flying airplanes with the gyro, Will, you can attest to this. It's completely different, but guys, it's an awesome airplane. So I'm enjoying this journey with the turbines because after you get your turbine waiver, it kind of opens up everything. Mm-hmm. So you want to go bigger, you can go bigger. Johnny Stencil says, but Bobby, does it have floats?
Yeah.
It doesn't have floats. It doesn't have floats. So says Bobby is out. No, man. Hey, look, I love all airplanes, man. I love them all. So I got to test everybody's airplanes out and see what it is. Hey, RC airplane reviewer, we got to review everybody's airplane. So we got to stay neutral to the cause. But I'll go ahead and tell you, man, I have favoritism before to Banana Hobby for sure. And, as I'm learning HSD Jets, I'm liking what I'm seeing over here too. So, but right now, Banana Hobby is one of my favorites. And I'm learning the HSD Jets, and they're really becoming my favorite too. And like I said, that's a foam airplane. It's not composite. So, some people are like, oh, but it's foam. That foam is hard as wood.
It's
so
gorgeous.
There you have it. So a very easy way to get into. Michael says, at least the horizontal is correct. Yes, you're absolutely right. I will never make that mistake again, like I did on the T-45. And so, you learn, man. And you learned something too, because you remembered it. So boom, we're all learning here. Let's go on to the next topic, man. Look, we're running over an hour. We do this every time we get on here.
It always happens.
Let's see here. So we talked about the top airplanes of all time. We talked about Aerofoam F-22. EDF is not for everybody. Hey, boys. Hey, Free Wing. I heard you got some airplanes coming. I heard they got some airplanes coming, guys.
Really?
Yeah, I heard a little. I heard a little information that they might have some airplanes coming out pretty soon.
That little birdie was singing.
A little birdie was singing.
You know me, I'm a sucker for Free Wing, so.
Well, I am too. But yeah, man. So hold on to your stuff. I saw in the forums. I heard it in the forums that they may have a couple of they may be redoing their F-16, their 90 millimeter. I heard that may be coming out. I heard in the
I heard that too.
Yeah. I heard that may be coming out, and I heard that they may be working on some black colored airplanes. Some airplanes that might be black. I don't know.
I'm gonna put a little pressure on them.
Yeah,
they need to lead that F-16 back there in the back if it ain't better than that Horizon 80 millimeter F-16. Because listen, Horizon set the bar.
They did.
That F-16.
I sold my 90 millimeter F-16 because of the E-flite, the Horizon Hobby 80 millimeter.
Yep.
And you know what I did?
With that plane was the nose gear. The nose gear, no matter how easy you set it down, it would always collapse.
The 90.
Yeah.
The 90, yeah.
Yep.
That's
Need for Speed says Horizon Hobby dropped a few micros.
I don't even deal with Horizon Hobby no more. Everything I get now is either Banana Hobby or Ocean RC.
I have their F-86 that I want to fly this weekend, and I got a 4S battery for it, so I want to fly that thing and see what it's doing. So, Hobby King, guys, Hobby King sent me an airplane today to review. I didn't even know they were going to do it. It just showed up. I was like, what is this? And so, if you watch some of the Joe Nall footage, Stewart went on there and dropped the Tucano that they came out with. That is like 1.7 meter Tucano. Beautiful looking bird. They came out with a Viper 64 millimeter. They came out with a micro EFX racer, a smaller version. It's like the size of a V900.
Yeah.
And they came out with something else. So I'm telling you. But guys, let's see. Airvex says Wesley also said the 90 millimeter V3 is on the works. So I hope so. Here's one airplane I really like, guys. Let's see. Mountain RC says, is Free Wing gonna try their hand at the SR-71? Mountain RC, the answer is yes.
What size is the
I hope they build it bigger than that Horizon High.
Yeah, what the size is the question.
It needs to have at least 70 millimeters in it.
Yeah, I think the little one that Horizon came out with
was a 40. It was a twin 40, wasn't it?
That wasn't what the people wanted, man.
Yeah.
But
that was a joke.
Yeah. Yep, the AVS Twin Otter. That's the other one that came out. Yep, Dan, you're absolutely right. They came out with the AVS Twin Otter too.
Yeah.
That was the fourth one. Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm telling you guys, they've got some cool planes coming. But I'll say this: this is the one airplane I've always wanted for years, and they stopped producing it. The SU-25, man, the Frogfoot. And I hope somebody comes out with that. I really do. And while we're talking about hopes and stuff like that, I want somebody to come out with this little guy right here. I want them to come out with one of these. Y'all see what that is back there?
It ain't no little guy. That's a big guy.
Yeah, here. Let me bring it to the front. Let me bring it to the front here.
Bring
Let's
Big
see
Bubba.
here.
Bring Big Bubba to the front.
I'm gonna bring Bubba to the front, guys. Let's see here. I did that all backwards.
I was like four EDFs on that.
Yeah. Let's see. Nope, that's me. Hi.
I want somebody to make a either 80 or 90 millimeter F8 cruiser, man. I
do too.
Bigger. You know,
I wouldn't, but that's a C-17, by the way.
Yeah,
that was a C-17.
Yeah.
I want somebody to make a C-17. I wouldn't mind a 90 millimeter F-35. Like,
oh yeah, F-35. Yep.
Why haven't we done that? You know?
And you know, they probably smell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly. So, hey, 0x65 says Tyler Perry has one. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely does have one.
He does.
He has like the one.
He has one that we can ride in. We can lay down in it. He could take us up.
We could put our airplanes in his. We could put that airplane in his. Yeah, we really could. Army RC can build you one. Yeah. Oof. But let's see. Crash Dummy says, I'm wanting the B1. I'll buy one used. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what. Get you one, man.
Yeah.
But Ramy RC can build you one too. It's going to cost you arm and a leg. A C5 would be good. You know, it would just be, you know, I'm telling you. Eternal says, I got the money, Bobby. Not. So, but guys, that's I would love to see that airplane. I'd love to see that. And, you know, there's just a bunch of good ones that are coming out here. So as we continue to ride this wave and everything, I think it'll be cool. And lastly, let's talk about this before we get out of here. What do y'all think about that FMS Cessna 182?
I haven't looked into it.
No,
I haven't looked into it.
It's a good looking bird. It's not doing.
I mean, Cessnas are nice, but I don't even know what size it is.
Bobby, go ahead and pull it up.
You want me to pull it up?
Yeah,
pull it up because I haven't looked into it.
All right, here we go.
You know, I have to get into the Cessnas. I have never been a big Cessna fan, but I know a lot of people love the Cessnas. So
Dude,
they're really nice planes.
They're just great flying airplanes.
Yeah, they fly really good.
Like, my number one question always, and this is probably the wrong way to look at planes. My number one question is, how fast can I go?
You say what?
How fast can I go?
That's Cessna, bro.
Yeah, it's not made for speed.
I know. That's why I never got into the
looking for a jet. Don't get a Cessna.
Exactly.
I know
that. Look, the jet mentality, the jet mindset has ruined all of us.
Yeah, it has.
It has ruined all of us. So, like, when I'm flying these other airplanes, I have to let's say, hey, Bobby,
relax.
You know, this isn't something that you may like, but you have to be fair and be objective with it. So
you can just relax.
Look how scale that thing is.
Yeah, it does look scale. Very.
I'm not sure. I mean, these are real pictures of it.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
This isn't actually it. Let's see here.
I was going to say, it looked like I see somebody inside of it. It is somebody inside of it. That. Hey, that thing is scale, man.
Look at that. That's super scale.
Yeah.
They put a camera in there.
Wow.
And it's got tons of power. Check that out. It's got lights. So I know Jeff's happy about that. I'm happy about that. But for $299, it's a really good deal.
Hey, it's got more lights.
And I'll have to find out why that code's not working. Let's see, 150 millimeter Cessna 182.
Yeah.
So there you have it. But that's what it looks like, man. It's not a bad looking bird. I can't decide if I like the red or the blue.
I like the red.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a Cessna, so it's gonna look like what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
But guys, man, we've been rolling hard, dude.
Yeah, man.
We've been rolling hard. Hey,
hey, Will, you got to get used to this. Every time I come on with Bobby, I say he always overworked me and underpay me, and I ask why he don't treat me the same way.
Absolutely, dude. Hey, this is the hardest working job that doesn't pay anybody. It's crazy.
Hey, we got to get with Jeff so we can form a union.
Exactly, right? I know. Hey, let's see. Yamaha said, I crashed my HSD Jets F-86 and my Freewing F4 Phantom 8S all within the last week. Does it make more sense to sell off the electronics or hold on to them to use for an ARF in the future? Will, TJ.
I got an F4. I can sell them. If you're looking for it's an immaculate condition.
Oh, man.
Beyond repair, I hold the parts. Because you never know what you're going to come across that you could get an ARF version of, and you already have the parts for it.
Hey, say that again, Will. Your phone went out.
I said I always hold on to the parts.
Oh.
Because if I run across something later that I can get the ARF version of, that I already have parts for it, I can save myself a little money. So I say hold the parts.
Yeah, the first thing I try to do when I crash something, I go back and look at what's salvageable. When I say salvageable, you mean what's still usable that has no damage to it. And then I just go order the ARF. I mean, I just go by piece, man, and put it, especially if it's a plane I love, I put it back together.
Yeah,
even if it has no paint on it, and I have to, do my own paint scheme or what have you, you already got the parts. You just need the foam, put it back together, and you get to learn a lot about a plane when you have to piece by piece put it together like it's from the factory.
That F-18 that you guys saw that went in. I kid you not. I put that thing back together like that. Literally.
Nah, I'm laughing at what Winston said. He said, "Will, get a new mic."
What?
He said, "Get a new mic, Will."
Come on, man.
Yeah. Hey, guys, we got to quit, man. We're almost at an hour and a half. He said, "Hey, Bill said, Will, it must be an Apple phone." Dang, Will. Dang, dude. Hey, guys.
I'm on a computer.
Let's get out of here before they start attacking Will.
I know. Save Will. Save
guys. Really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. Another good Thursday show. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. TJ, I really appreciate you popping in, man. Always a pleasure to have you, man. Will, always a pleasure to have you, dude. I mean, we always have a good time, man. Definitely a good show when we have you guys on here. So, and guys that are tuning in, man, we certainly appreciate the support. Make sure you check out the videos on the channel. Don't forget to check out RC Pilot Will's channel. He's been doing really good. And there you have it. So, man, they're eating them up. We got to get out of here, dude. Hey, CVO Hobo, I appreciate you. Wiggle Fingers, Winston Brown. Hey, we gotta get out of here, Will. We gotta get out of here, guys. Y'all have a good one. Happy Memorial Day. Be safe out there, and don't forget to if you see one, thank a vet. There you go.